The crypto market is crashing. Should you be scared that we are below $60,000? Because a lot of people believe we're about to be working at McDonald's again. The reality is this crash is happening simply because the German government are complete idiots. They've been selling off all of their Bitcoin. And there's a lot of FUD and speculation around the Mt. Gox redemptions that have started repaying customers with their Bitcoin after over a decade. And this chart is circulating saying that Mt. Gox redemption is worth about $8.2 billion and the currently distributed is a very, very small proportion. The reality is some of these customers actually have already settled in the past. This is also being paid out in Bitcoin Cash and we don't even know how much is actually going to be sold off. You're talking about holders that have been holding since Bitcoin was like sub $100 and are up a lot of money. Yes, they might take some of those profits, but at that point, I would honestly be a true Bitcoin believer and be holding a lot more than selling. In my own opinion, this downward movement is being simply caused by the German government. Now, this makes me extremely bullish because everybody was extremely bearish in May. They've been extremely bearish through June. However, Bitcoin, the price of Bitcoin, market makers have essentially eaten up all the available liquidity below this price level. Which in simple terms means I believe we are forming a super bear trap. This is really the first market correction that we have seen, and this is the first sentiment extreme that we are jumping off of. When we went to $72,000, that was the first time we saw greed go to exponential levels. That was the first time we saw people actually get insanely greedy in these markets this entire bull run. And so it was only a matter of time before we did have this initial pullback. And as retail starts freaking out about all of this pressure being sold from Mt. Gox, as well as the German government, retailers are priming our markets for a massive short squeeze. We now have $13 billion worth of short positions that would be liquidated if Bitcoin jumped to $70,000. Now, I don't expect this just to go straight up towards there. However, I believe this is not the time to panic. If you follow me on X, which if you're not, you should, because I post updates all the time for you guys, the delta spread is now under a negative $20 billion spread. Now, for you guys that have been following me for a while, all this simply means, guys, you want to buy when you're in the red, you want to sell when you're in the green. And historically, when we're in the red, we're over negative $10 billion, you look for a bit of a reversal. When you're over negative $20 billion in the market on a delta spread, you look for a massive pivot, a massive reversal. I'm talking usually a 5, 6, 8% movement on Bitcoin's price. So personally, I did this earlier this morning, but I bought $10,000 worth of Solana and Onda. Another great chart to show you guys is historically June is a very bearish month for Bitcoin. And every time we've had a bearish month for June, we've had a very extremely bullish month for Bitcoin's price in July. I'm talking 6 out of the last 6 times. So why would this time be different? Of course, a disclaimer. I could be wrong. Maybe this time is different. However, when you put over this sentiment chart, the market psychology chart over Bitcoin's price today, it shows that retail is acting the same exact way they do every single time a bear trap is created. Personally, I'm going to be extremely worried when we're in the upper band of this belief rally and moving into euphoria. The last update I got for you guys is we have only 6 days left until Duke launches on CoinW. I'll be doing over $10,000 in giveaway with this new partnership that's coming up. So if you haven't already, make sure you give me a follow over on X. Scroll down to this post and go to right here so that way you guys can qualify for this $10,000. That is if you want to win.